Hey, what's up guys and gals, my name is Ricknineg. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to be looking at another Three Stooges short. This is the 37th short film released by Columbia Pictures in 1939. That's February 24th, 1939. It is called We Want Our Mummy, M-U-M-M-Y, which is of course a play on Mommy, M-O-M-M-Y. This is possibly one of my favorite of all the Stooges shorts. I love the Egyptian theme and it's so much fun to watch. If you aren't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It does help out my channel, and note that there are 36 other videos highlighting the previous 36 shorts. Let's get right to it, guys and gals. Now, regarding that theme song that you've been hearing in We Want Our Mummy, this is the first Stooges film to employ Three Blind Mice as the Stooges' official theme song. The song also appeared prematurely in 1938's Flat-Footed Stooges, which I did make a video on, so take a look. Due to some confusion in the film's release date, they had that issue. This version of Three Blind Mice is called the sliding strings version. It would be used regularly up to 1942's short called What's That Matador? An alternate version of the sliding strings version would be used for a brief period starting in 1945, If a Body Meets a Body. Now, the Stooges have used this backward costume gag before. However, it's interesting to note that Harpo Marx did this as well in Duck Soup.
At your service night and day. If we don't get him, you don't pay. Where's Professor Tuttle? He's been kidnapped. That's why we sent for you. Kidnapped.
The Stooges are hired to go find Dr. Tuttle. However, it's a little bit tricky because he is downstairs in the basement and he's locked inside the trunk by the bad guy. However, the Stooges are unaware of this and help them put the professor inside the truck as they haul him away. Notice a blooper here. When they're trying to load him onto the truck, there can't possibly be a person in there. They couldn't lift that weight that easily.
That means we'll never find the missing king.
How'd you know the king was missing?
Of course, you all know the Stooges do the work that they do because they have good intentions.
For science. For $5,000. For science.
They head inside a taxi cab and drive all the way to Cairo, Egypt. So did you notice and catch that blooper right there? That scene of them jumping off the cab was actually sped up to make it look a little more exciting than if they would have done it slow down. Now pay close attention to the voice coming from this radio. It actually may be someone that you may know. Think about it? Yeah, it's Mo Howard. He did something very similar in another Stooges short with Shemp Howard called Sing a Song of Six Pants.
Been listening to Ali Ben Woodman and his swinging Bedouins. Do you need money? Borrow on your cap.
The Stooges begin the search for the professor as well as King Rootin' Tootin's tomb.
And camels walking through it. No, they're octopus.
And a fact that you may want to know, this image was pretty much posted when I was a little kid above my bedroom. I love that scene, and I guess that's why I love this episode so much. It seems like Curly got a bit of heat stroke and, well, he sees a mirage. Now, who other than Curly Howard could take a little bit of sand and get so much out of it? The Stooges accidentally find the room and the chamber of King Rootin' Tootin' by accidentally jumping down the hole. Now, here's a great blooper. As the Stooges walk down the corridors of the chamber, you will see a knife fly across the screen and attach itself to the wall. Now notice in the back of it there's a string that is leading it there.
There should be a door here.
After going inside some chambers and Curly getting his rear end stuck on that trap door, he still gets in trouble. The Stooges finally found the hidden chamber of King Rootin' Tootin'. However, let's look at this blooper. Curly falls inside a well, quote unquote, and notice when the two other Stooges look down that someone is clearly down there with a bucket of water and just hurls it into their faces. They pull Curly out and look at this fantastic effect. The Stooges figure out that the villains, of course, are hiding the professor on the other side of the wall, so they decide to make Curly a mummy, and of course, they trick the villains and they beat them. The professor picks up King Rootin' Tootin' and reveals that he was actually a little person. Now this next blooper has to do with the American alligator that comes inside the chamber. Of course, if this is Egypt, how did an American alligator get there? And not only that, look very closely, they use a real alligator in some parts of these scenes, especially when he's close to Curly, but no, its mouth. It is taped or held together by some type of object so that it's not able to open its mouth and of course hurt Curly. Pretty cool. Well, thank you so much guys and gals for watching this Stooge short, looking at the bloopers and facts of this short. If you do like to see more, like I said, there are many others that you can watch on my channel, so go ahead and take a little browse and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Don't forget to always stay positive, as I always remind you, no matter what difficulty or problem you may have, just push through it and I promise you things will get better. Alright guys and gals, we'll see you next time, and don't forget, be hopeful.